Guys, we know gift buying season is coming up, and you want to buy little Timmy his first gaming PC for maybe just a couple to few $100 on Amazon, but here today, we're going to show you why you shouldn't do that.
This is the Abyte Spark gaming PC. It's a company we've never heard of, but if you dig a little deeper, it might be one we know all too well. We're gonna unbox this and find out the full history of it after a word from today's sponsor.
Today's video is brought to you by Micro Center and all of their amazing offerings. September at Micro Center is all about overstock and clearance deals. Be sure to check out this sale to save big on some amazing products all month long. One deal I've personally been eyeballing is this 4K Samsung 55-inch smart TV for just $259. And if you're in Phoenix, Arizona, you're in luck. Micro Center's newest store will be located in Phoenix, and those looking to get VIP deals should sign up now to get a free 128 gig flash drive when the store officially opens. And if you want to keep up with all the latest info in the tech space, Micro Center News is here to help you stay ahead of the curve. From in-depth reviews and how-to guides to the latest product launches and AI trends, Micro Center is here to keep you in the loop. When it comes to PC building, planning out your build can be tough. Micro Center's PC Builder is perfect for making it as easy as possible. It walks you through every step and component while checking for compatibility and availability of parts, helping you to plan out your perfect rig. And if you want to learn more about Micro Center and all of their amazing offerings, check out the links in the description down below. Big thanks to Micro Center for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
So we're no strangers to crappy or budget Amazon PCs. Sometimes they're not as bad as you might think, but most of the time they use really proprietary hardware. They're not great, and they end up ending up at PC Bros because they have to get repaired by the guy behind the camera. It happens more than you might think. But this company, Abyte Spark, is selling this PC with a Core i5, an RX 554 gig, oh boy, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gig NVMe SSD, interesting, 4 RGB fans, important, and it comes in at $341. Really, really cheap, but one thing to mention is this might be our friends, I say friends very loosely, STG in disguise, because if you scroll down here, Mikhail, so you can put this on screen, Jonah, what does that look like?
A Braun.
A Braun, but there's nothing
Sergeant
else that says a
Abron.
Braun. The pictures are very similar to what STG would do, but it's a different name. So are they hiding? Are they rebranding? Is this their way of hiding budget PCs? I don't know. It's also in a different language too, I just saw that.
It's Spanish. Yeah, there's
Okay.
like Spanish up there kind of randomly. We always tell you guys, like, they're usually pretty bad. I mean, they use a lot of like really, really non-OEM parts, like they're very rebranded parts that are, you can tell they're remanufactured, and they almost always fail on us, like really quick.
Yeah, the biggest thing at this price point, we always tell people, whether you're buying from a PC Bros or just any company, we're not just here trying to promote our PC business directly. You want to buy at this price point like an upgraded office computer, because you're really going to get the best bang for buck in that department versus all off-the-shelf components that are very cheaped out to make a build possible, especially in the pre-build market where they have to make money.
Yo.
I mean, and then they include stuff like this. Like, what is that? Like, what is that?
Dude, they gave
Common
us like Excel short in Word. Yeah, it's like they made it for like the old and the young, you know, because you got this is elderly right here. Like, I don't know what kids using Excel or Word, and then for the youngins, you know, we got Fire and Ice.
I'm also seeing this. This was
Yeah,
a
that's
company as
Spanish,
well.
too.
Yeah, Suveri. I remember another pre-built from this company too. Is there like multiple companies involved in this? This is one we got off like Temu before. I don't know what's happening here. Is this a collab? Is this like those keyboard collabs? Like, what's happening?
Thank you for choosing and using this product. You're welcome. All right, let's see what else we get.
We have a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, I saw there was other stuff in there. Oh, it's Shippadoo. Haven't we seen that before?
Shippadoo?
No, I'm thinking of Sippanduri or whatever.
Shippadoo.
Dude, the problem is we're starting to get so many of these brands like they're blending.
Shippadoo's crazy.
Shippadoo.
Oh wow, it's blue.
I gotta say it's a little more.
Is it membrane?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow, did you see that rattle when you sat
Yeah.
it down? Look at this inner key.
They all shake around. I gotta say, I mean, it's kind of like Memcam. It's definitely a little louder. I mean, it looks gamer.
We'll game on it.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? We'll do that. The mouse. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, it's the Razer Naga Molten Edition.
It is the Molten Edition. Oh, that's a loud click.
It's Omrons.
Some
for sure.
Omrons, and it has a Shippadoo, whatever a Shippadoo looks like. But we'll game on the peripherals. We try to do that with these pre-builds just to see what they are out of the box, but they're probably not amazing. That's probably the mouse is probably going to be the most close to. Look how small that sensor is. look at that thing.
What would you do if it had trackball in it?
There's
like
like
crazy.
no way that's going to be amazing, but. It's time to reveal the PC, what we're here for. The usual, get an RGB case that costs them probably like, I mean, probably doesn't cost them that much because they get them in bulk, but adds like, what, $50 or $60 of the value?
Should've just kept it like in an office computer, basically.
And it's gonna be some AliExpress level motherboard. I guess those are extra cables.
Power cord and antennas for Wi-Fi.
There's a support bracket for the
Really?
GPU. The 550 gets a support bracket. Wait, hold up. Did they cook here? Wait, there's glass up top? Is that?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. It's glass. Okay, maybe there's some heat. Oh my God, look at the amount of hot glue, bro.
Oh yeah, on all of the RAM slots and everything.
They went heavy on the hot glue here.
And also they torqued these
Yeah, I
down
was
to
gonna
like
say.
never be opened.
Yeah, let's open this up. Let's
The
see.
support bracket's kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy. I will say though, shout out to them. It looks like the picture. Normally that's not a given.
But yeah, we got their name up here, a Byte Shark. It says desktop computer, i5. So it's like the typical where like they don't even tell you. Like at least there it does, i5 3470, which that's rare. There's actually the CPU written somewhere on the build.
Okay, so we have glued in RAM.
Don't remove.
The front panel is like globbed to death, and then the CPU is glued in. I mean, I get the idea, but it's also not amazing. I will say this is the most sturdy RX 550 I've ever seen in my life. That ain't going anywhere, so respect for that. The RAM is like half height RAM, it's DDR3.
But one thing I gotta say, and like, you know, this is, I always point this out, is like, look at the brands. Like
Yes.
everything here is completely rebranded. I mean, some of this could be semi-new, like the board itself might be new, but like a lot of the chips and stuff they reuse from old boards. So like this RX 550 is, I couldn't tell you the brand there. The motherboard, couldn't tell you. I mean, you can just tell because of the orange slots. It's like an AliExpress special. The RAM, does the RAM even have a name brand or anything?
No, but it's definitely DDR3 because we're looking at an i5 3470 according to the listing. That's
Micron.
Micron.
We have a ColorFire SSD. I've never heard of that. The cooler, you know, I mean, the cooler's not the end of the world, but that's clearly not a name brand either. So that's the biggest thing, is just a lot of this stuff dies really. Like we thought this stuff was pretty cool, and it still is cool to us, but it's also just like the whole, it doesn't usually perform like it should, and it dies really quick.
And last thing I want to show before we look at the cable management and everything is this was the original listing picture, by the way. I guess it must have a version that comes with a GeForce GTX card because the main listing is just that same picture over and over again on multiple specs. Not great. It has the usual sea view tower room. So fish tank view, bad translation, and it shows the RGB here. So
Dude, I gotta say, they kind of cooked back here.
oh, okay, okay.
No, I mean, I know one of the theories with this, but so far we haven't seen any solid proof besides that one picture, is the whole STG.
Unless this company just decided to take the
That's what I'm
Abron
wondering.
name
If
and
they
like,
just took that picture. That's so common, like with those
Yeah.
companies, they just steal each other's stuff.
I don't know why you'd want to steal that name though. I'll be real with you.
Power supply,
Can we tell?
it's
SYSUO.
SYSUO. You see that?
Not one I've heard of, and it's not
I've never heard of
throwing any immediate red flags, so it's probably a very cheap. What was the wattage? 450, you said?
it. 400.
400.
I mean, I would definitely say the red flag is just the fact like we haven't heard of the name. I mean, even if it was a
it is a-
Hercules,
it is
I'd
a
be
red
like-
flag,
I'd
yeah.
be like, that worked fine for us, but it doesn't mean it's good.
But that doesn't mean that this PC is actually going to turn on and work. So I guess
doesn't-
let's power it on, see what the RGB looks like, and then we'll try to game on it. Every single time we get a system like this with a 550, we're really disappointed in what the
Yeah.
550 actually is. But to be fair to it, and here it's at least turning on, to be fair to it, we're going to focus mainly on esports titles. I'll throw in a high-end game really to push it to its limits like we normally do. But this PC, if someone is buying this, you're playing Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite, Valorant, CS, League of Legends.
Yeah.
Like anything beyond that is just not going to happen.
It's just the biggest thing is just like, I think it's just the way they lay out the descriptions. People who don't do what we do for a living, they don't see this and know that, they don't think like older parts. They're like, oh, it's an i5 with like a graphics card and in a new case, like it must be good. But it's like at PC Bros, you know, we're always very like, this is older hardware, but it still has a little bit of life left to give, and you can play some esports games. These companies are just like, brand new gaming PC, wah!
And it's not. That CPU is very, very old. So let's go ahead and get some games downloading. Hopefully there's something crazy going on. If there's anything in like the bloatware department, normally these are like pretty toned down if they don't have some weird partitioning going on with the SSD. We'll see. Get some games downloaded and dive into some gaming, and hopefully it at least works for benchmarking purposes.
Guys, we're kind of, sort of in CS2. I mean, I got that kill, so it must be a good PC, but I'm wondering if it's going to keep going. Before we started recording, this thing was just locking up so hard, which maybe it's still loading stuff in, you know. CS2 is a lot harder to run than the original CS was, like CSGO. I say the original. It's
original
obviously harder
CS,
to run than
yeah.
Counter-Strike Source, you know.
But just as Jackson's running around CS, I mean, our CPU is maxed out, our GPU is trying to catch up. We're at low 1080p.
Yeah. I mean, we could go down to 720p, but it's kind of just going to show that, like, you know, we really are. we really are
That
getting,
was crazy.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on. Oh, we really are getting to that point where, like, I mean, yeah, we've said,
Is this
we've said it
gun
before.
goated?
The i5, I mean, honestly, even the i7s, like anything I would say 6th gen or older, is getting to the point where, like, unless you have really specific expectations, like Roblox, office work, indie games, right? Anything below that, I'm just like, it's almost just not even worth buying now.
It's getting a little better, but you just see the frame time graph, those random little just like, if you're actually playing competitively, it's not going to be fun. But another thing to mention is I did a little bloatware check. No bloatware, but one thing that would cause a lot of people some headaches, especially people who buy this PC and don't know what they're doing. I'm just can't get over these names. Oh, lockup,
see,
nice.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was gonna stop.
Is that the AMD driver was from 2022. So it was an incredibly old driver. I think it was just a Windows like display adapter driver. There was no actual AMD GPU driver, so I had to download those. And then I went through and, dude, what is this gun really that good?
It doesn't work up close, but it works.
The
Okay.
Nova is crazy.
Dude, I swear, CS is so hard to keep your train of thought going. It's like a fever
There's so
dream.
much happening. But long story short, this thing was a little bit of a mess to get up and running. But once we got it up and running, it's at least working. And I was surprised to see that this has a gigabit networking card on it. Normally these end up having like 100 meg or like limited to very slow downloads. It actually had that. So
It has a legit Wi-Fi card too, I noticed,
does.
which, I mean, that's cool too. It's better than like the, really, really cheap little tiny adapters, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be a really specific use case PC. Oh, and then the other thing too is we talked about off camera is we can't play Valorant because there's no TPM. That also includes a lot of, newer games that are gonna be coming out. So like Battlefield, which I wouldn't suggest in this anyways, Warzone. I'm sure there's some other ones I'm not thinking of, but those are the big ones.
yeah, it's, third gen's a little crazy. Like even in 2025 standards, it's getting to that point where it's kind of how we thought of like first gen Intel back when we were in the budget PC space. We were like, the second,
felt
third gen stuff's
obsolete.
still good, but the first gen felt obsolete. It's I think we're at that point now, especially with the DDR3 memory.
It's time.
Oh, it's time to opt. This is how he's gonna win.
We need to get the triple.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh. This one is all. I did get one a second ago, but I said two. All right, we got our 1 kill. That was the goal the whole time. Oh, it
Wait, you
jigs
might
us
show
out.
that. Oh.
Nope. All right. Dr. Racism got me. All right. Let's
Christ.
go ahead and. Oh, there's a lockup. Let's go to the next game.
Things are looking a little weird. The audio is very laggy. This mouse is unusable. Oh my, no, this is not real. This mouse is not real. Oh no, I'll have Jackson try this. This thing is not real, dude.
Did the click not work at first? Okay, he's killing.
all right.
He's killing.
Dude, this, oh. Oh, no, leave me alone. This mouse is the worst thing I've ever used. Oh my God, this can't be real. I gotta get far away and I want you to try this mouse because it is
The worst one yet?
definitely, it's not even turning.
Wait, are you still running? Oh. Here, I'm gonna kill someone with the Ecuador shock and slow.
Here we go. Oh, we're hitting those.
Okay, so it's like a grenade launcher.
It's a shoot you off in the distance launcher.
Oh, okay. No, okay, oh, it's when you go right.
Yeah,
no,
when you
because
go-
at first I was like, it really doesn't feel that bad to me.
When you go right, it just doesn't do it.
Get Ecuador launchered. Yep, there you go.
Oh, I got a requeue now.
Yeah, the mouse is pretty bad.
That's
The keyboard works.
what we need for the. We'll have like a punishment wheel where we have the cardboard set up over here. You have to move to What is going on with Peter, by the way? Why is he built like that?
Oh.
This PC's cursed, man. What is happening? Oh.
Dude, look, he's still messed
Oh,
up.
what is going on, dude? Oh my God, this mouse is horrible. Oh,
My eyes are watery.
This has been bad. This has been bad. But the FPS is 100, so that's happening, I guess.
You know, when it's not getting the hard lockups, it's playable.
The audio has not been normal the entire time, though.
You have trouble turning.
I'm having trouble turning. Hey, Peter's here. Okay, let me get back up here.
We're back on the good mouse, guys.
Yeah,
This might be one of the worst ones yet. I don't know.
This one is really bad.
Dude, where is
Where
this
is, I
person
don't
now?
know. I feel like I've laughed at this entire place. Let's help. My audio is not giving me. Oh, wait, back to the other mouse. Yeah, the freezer. I'm done. I've had enough. McAllister's probably had enough. McAllister, have you had enough? Can you just comment?
Text Matt.
Can you text me real quick and tell me you've had enough?
This might be one of the worst ones yet. I don't know.
This one is really bad. Let's run some other benchmarks. 3D Mark. Anything to move on from this? Wait. Actually,
One more for the road. Uh-oh.
hope the audio mess up is actually showing too, so you can hear the audio. It's cursed. It's absolutely cursed.
Guys, we just got done, I don't even want to say benchmarking. I mean, we got done trying to game on it. It was a funny time, not a fun time. And I mean, yeah, the moral of the story here, which I'll talk about some more, is just anytime you go on Amazon and you see the PCs, this Newegg, Walmart, doesn't matter, and it just says Intel i5, Intel i7, AMD Ryzen 3, I'd probably typically just say to avoid them at all costs, because most of the time if they're not transparent in the title what they are, they're probably not going to be a very good bang for buck PC.
It's just going to go back to what I mentioned at the day. Wow, we are. It just goes back to the beginning of this video where I mentioned at this price point, if I ever see a PC that uses all custom parts like this, that's a pre-built, that's actually being sold by a company to make a profit, there's just a ton of red flags. I feel like it needs to be a pre-built computer that's upgraded, because that's where the best bang for buck lies, even if you're building it yourself or buying a pre-built PC. But anyways, just for the fun of it, we ran 3D Mark and Black Myth Wukong, because of course, why not? Black Myth Wukong, 1080p low settings with FSR at 50%. We got a 23 FPS average, a max of 26, a minimum of 19. Honestly, better than I thought it was going to do. And then 3D Mark Time Spy, we got a score of 1,306, which is a whopping 26 cent per point score. Ooh. So even though it's cheap, the value is not there. It's one thing for something to be cheap, but it's also another thing for it to actually have that value for the money. And this thing just don't have it. So if you guys are shopping on Amazon, whether you're a kid or a parent looking to get something this holiday season, consider this your updated PSA. Be very careful what you buy on Amazon. And if you do want to buy a PC, use the links down below. They are affiliate links. They will help us out. Not to this PC though, because I do not recommend this one. We'll just do a generic search on Amazon for other gaming PCs, but let me know down below. Is this the worst one we've seen yet? It kind of feels like it.
Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Guys, check out PCBros.tech, because this is going back to Amazon, and we're fully transparent. The titles literally have the CPU and GPU listed, and the descriptions have every part of the PC.
Jonah's really crashing out right now. I think this PC is getting to him, so I had to move over here. What are we paying him for?
Even
Use code ToastyBros on checkout to save 3% of your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.